Hello, my name is McKenzie and I'm the Communications Manager at HCGC. Would you mind introducing yourself, including your name, what agency you work for, and how long you've been in the CHW?
Sure. My name is Tiara Shields. I work for Physicians CareConnection, and I've been at CHW a little over a year now.
Beautiful. And what inspired you to become a CHW?
I met a CHW at the Job and Family Services, and she was providing diapers and different resources to other people that were walking by. And I asked her, what did she do? And she told me, and she's a CHW, and she also told me where to apply. So I did.
Beautiful. And what's been your favorite part of being a CHW so far?
My clients. They become like family.
Oh.
They do. You get to know everything about them, and you help them with different things, and they're just so grateful. So
That's amazing. And so you do a lot of work with the COVID-19 vaccine. And so what have you heard, starting from the beginning of COVID? What kinds of things were you hearing? What were people coming in with? And how has that changed over the past year?
In the beginning, I think people were more scared. Everything, like, you can't go to the store, you don't leave your house.
Right.
But now, I think they're more, I would say angry. I think they believe that the government's pushing them to get the vaccine. People are losing their jobs because they're not willing to get it. Mm-hmm. So now it's just more so pushing back. They don't want to do it just because they're kind of being mandated to do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of frustrating. But,
so how do you handle people who think that the government is pushing the vaccine on them or are angry about the mandates?
I let them know I understand. Because in the beginning, I was one of those people that wasn't for the vaccine. Mm-hmm. And actually, my 15-year-old is the reason that I got the vaccine. He was like, he wants to go to school without a mask, and, we're going to die anyway. So why not get it? I'm like, well, you're kind of making sense because we like to travel also. Mm-hmm. And we did hear that, that was coming down the line, that we weren't going to be able to travel. So it was just like, well, what's really holding me back?
Yeah. And how have you encouraged your clients to be open to vaccine?
Well, for me, I find that sharing my experience, and I was kind of like the majority of my clients where I was like, no, I don't want to do it. Mm-hmm. But I have changed, and just sharing my experience with getting the vaccine and just letting them know I understand. It seems to help them let their guard down a little bit.
Yeah. And have you seen a difference in vaccine hesitancy from the start of the COVID-19 pandemic towards, or I guess whenever the vaccine first came out, to where we are now?
I have. Well, yeah, I have. Especially for those people that have maybe sick family members or family members that are immunocompromised, or children, because even I have a 3-year-old mm-hmm. who cannot get the vaccine. But I do let my clients know that, they may not be able to get the vaccine, but if you get it, you may impact their health. You may keep them from getting it, by, vaccinating yourself and not bringing it home, hopefully. Or if you do bring it home, you won't die from it, even your kids' parents, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it helps.
And finally, tell us a story or two about a client that you've been able to connect to a medical referral related to the COVID-19 vaccine. And your experience with that.
One of my clients recently, I think it was on the 15th, she finally went to get the vaccine. But I just, the same way, just keep educating her, letting her know, especially with the incentives. That helps a lot of clients, especially, some of them are going through evictions or just needing gas to get to work. And it's, just me letting them know there's an incentive to get the vaccine. I know you may be against it, but eventually you're probably going to get it anyway. So you might, at least get paid for it. Sometimes that helps, and that helped her. She actually got it on the 15th, and she shared her experience. So
good. She was hesitant to get the vaccine originally.
As most of my clients are. A lot of them are undecided because mm-hmm. of all the misinformation. So
there's a lot of misinformation out there. Were you able to connect her with any other resources while she was working with you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we've helped her with her rent to avoid her eviction. And then also like medical home. She also has small kids. I believe we've given them diapers and wipes and maybe some clothing resources, that kind of thing.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
No problem. Happy to be here.